So we'll have a quick recap of our second module. So your second module was all about consumer behavior and market segmentation, and all these subtopics we had discussed in the second module. Let's go one by one and try recapping the entire module. So first, what is the meaning and definition of what? Meaning and definition of consumer behavior. So consumer behavior is a study of how individual consumers, groups or organizations select, buy, use and dispose. Four things: select, buy, use and dispose. What are you selecting, buying, using and disposing? Ideas, goods and services to satisfy their needs and wants. Correct? So this is the meaning of consumer behavior. And talking about the further explanation of it, it refers to the actions of consumers in the marketplace and the underlying motives for those actions. Andre, how are consumers acting in the marketplace and what is the motive behind their action? What is making them to act like that? So studying these two things is consumer behavior. Okay. And going further, according to these three people, Angel, Blackwell and Mansard, these three people have defined consumer behavior very, very shortly. So they told consumer behavior in a very short form, they have defined consumer behavior. So they told consumer behavior is the actions and decision processes of people who purchase goods and services for personal consumption. So anyone who is purchasing goods and services for their personal consumption, how are they behaving? How are they acting? What are they deciding? So studying all these things is called as consumer behavior. Right? And according to Lorden and Bitta, consumer behavior is the decision process and physical activity. Two things. It is a process of making decision and it is a physical activity, the way they behave in the market. So decision process and physical activity which individuals engage in evaluating, acquiring, using or disposing of goods and services. While evaluating which product is good, which good is good, which service is good, and while evaluating it, while acquiring or while purchasing, while acquiring the goods or services, while using the goods and services and while disposing. What is their behavior? How do they decide on things? So studying this is called as consumer behavior. Clear with this? Fine. So next part, what is the nature of consumer behavior? What are the different ways how consumer behavior characteristics are? Right? So first one, consumer behavior is basically influenced by various different factors. Maybe his age, maybe his family life cycle, maybe his stage in the family cycle, or stage in the life cycle, or maybe his surroundings, maybe his friends, peer group, maybe his family members, right? Maybe his own past experience. All these things will be influencing consumer behavior. One consumer ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ರೈಟ್ ಆರ್ ರಾಂಗ್? Yes, so that is one nature of consumer behavior. That is, it is influenced by various different factors. And it undergoes constant change. No consumer behaves in the same way all the time, right from his birth to death. Every consumer's behavior keeps on changing. So that is why one of the nature of consumer behavior is it undergoes constant change. Always consumer behavior keeps changing based on many factors. And it varies from consumer to consumer. All the consumers of your target market or all the consumers of your segment will not be behaving in the same way. From one consumer to another consumer, behavior keeps changing. From one consumer to another consumer, the way they think keeps changing. Correct or no? All consumers, do they behave in the same way? Do all the consumers behave in the same way? Every consumer, every individual has a different kind of a behavior. It is a responsibility or it is the art of a businessman to understand that behavior, to study that behavior and convince the consumer to purchase the product. It is the art of the businessman. But every consumer's behavior keeps changing. That is another nature of consumer behavior. Another nature of consumer behavior is it varies from region to region. All the places in a state or all the places in a district, all the places in a country or all the regions in a all different regions, every consumer who belongs to one particular region will be behaving in a different way, right? A consumer who lives in nearby village behaves in a different way. A consumer who lives in Bangalore behaves in a different way. A consumer who lives in say Western Ghats behaves in a different way. A consumer who lives in Kerala behaves in a different way. So like that, every consumer from region to region, his behavior keeps changing. That is another nature of consumer behavior. And always consumer behavior leads to purchase decision, whether to purchase a product or not to purchase a product. So anything, if anything is leading towards your decision making, whether to purchase a product or not to purchase a product, means it is consumer behavior only. Your consumer behavior will always lead you to decide whether you want to purchase the product or you don't want to purchase the product. So this is the driving force for your decision, consumer behavior. Okay, and it varies from product to product. Every consumer, if you are talking about one individual, while purchasing one type of product, he behaves in a different way. While purchasing any other type of product, he behaves in a different way. We usually took the example of this toothpaste and television. You being a same consumer, your behavior while purchasing a toothpaste will be different. You being a consumer while purchasing a television, your behavior will be different. So that is where consumer behavior is one of the nature is it varies from product to product. Correct? And talking about the status, your consumer behavior will always be reflecting your status. What kind of a status do you carry in the society? Your behavior while purchasing a product will reflect your status in the society. You have seen majority of the times people who are having this aura or people who are having this feeling of high status. I have a high status in the society and the feeling irontavaru, they usually don't bargain. Have you observed? If anyone is holding a higher status in the society, usually his behavior will be in such a way that he doesn't bargain in while purchasing. Because he knows that if I bargain, my status will go down. That is where he thinks, in order to preserve my status in the society, I should not bargain. So like that, consumer behavior is another nature is it will be reflecting on the status of every individuals. The way they behave while consuming the product. It will be reflecting their status in the society. Correct? Okay. So the next topic, importance. Why is consumer behavior important? Why we have to study consumer behavior? What benefits do we get by studying consumer behavior? What are the importance of consumer behavior? Means consumer differentiation. If you study consumer behavior properly, you will be able to differentiate between consumers. Who is my consumer, who is not my consumer? Or who is the consumer who will purchase my product as soon as I launch it, and who is the consumer who will purchase it after a few years. So in order to differentiate between your consumers like that, studying consumer behavior will help you. So that is one of the importance of consumer behavior. Why is consumer behavior important? Means it is important because it will help every businessman to differentiate between consumers. And consumer behavior is important because it will help every businessman to retain his consumers. If one person has purchased my product right now, I want him to purchase my product only whenever he thinks of such products. I want him to come to my shop repeatedly. I want to retain my customer or I want to retain my consumer, means I have to understand his behavior. If I understand his behavior, I can give him good service and he will not leave my product. He will always purchase my product only. So that is what is retaining consumer. So consumer behavior, if you study consumer behavior, will you be able to retain your consumers? Obviously yes. So that is the importance of consumer behavior. And consumer behavior is important because it helps in designing relevant market program or marketing program. You will have to design the entire marketing program, right? How should my product be? What should the design of my product be? What should the size of my product be? What should the color of my product be? How should I pack my product? How should I label my product? Right or wrong? And how should I launch my product in the market? And how should I promote my product in the market? How should I advertise my product in the market? You can decide all these things or you can design all these things based on your consumer behavior, no? Correct or no? If you have understood your consumer behavior properly, it becomes very easy for you to design the entire marketing program. Right? That is why studying consumer behavior is important. Next point, studying consumer behavior is important because it helps you to predict market trend. What is the trend that is going on in the market? It will help you to predict. No, if you study how the consumers are behaving, it will help you to study what is the trend that is going on in the market. Right or wrong? Huh? Correct, no? What is the trend that is going on in the market? You will be able to analyze it and sense it very easily, right? And you can adjust all your business processes according to the market trend and you can be leading in the market. Correct? So that is why studying consumer behavior is important, because it will help us to predict the market trend. And it is important because it helps us to face competition in an effective way. If you understand how your consumers are behaving, it becomes very easy for you to decide, how do I give a tough competition to my competitors? How do I compete with my other players in the market, my competing companies in the market? Because every company will be striving to be number one in the market. If you have understood consumer behavior thoroughly, it will become easy for you to give some tough competition to your competitors, right? Consumer behavior is important because it will help you to innovate new products. If you have understood the consumer behavior very, very thoroughly, you will be able to innovate some new products. I told you, right, how these lens making people innovated a new product by understanding consumer behavior. They understood that these contact lenses, consumers used to take these contact lenses just for correcting their vision. People who didn't wanted to have a spectacle, they had contact lenses and rectified their problem in the vision, correct? So later what happened, these people in the market observed that the market trend is changing, consumer behavior is changing. People are started to behave in such a way that they want to change their eye color. So fashion industry has gone to such an extent that everybody is able to change their eye color now. You can make your eyes into blue eyes, green eyes, or you have these cat eyes, you can change the color. So what did this contact lens making people did? They used this opportunity and they innovated new product where they can use these lenses not just to correct their vision, they can use these lenses to change their eye color also. Don't you think they came up with the innovative product by studying consumer behavior only? Right? So that is another importance. And it is important because by studying consumer behavior, you can stay relevant in the market. You can never become outdated in the market. Market alli one company outdate agide antandre, they have stopped understanding consumer anta artha. Once you keep on understanding consumers, you will always stay relevant in the market. You will always stay in trend in the market. You will never become outdated in the market. Clear? And the last importance is, it will help us to improve customer service. If you understand your customer properly, it will help you to give them proper service so that they get satisfied. If you are not that thorough with your consumers' behavior, then you cannot give good service to them. You cannot give satisfactory service to your consumers, right? Next slide is all about consumer buying decision process. So how does a consumer buy? What process does he undergo while deciding whether to purchase a product or not to purchase a product? Or while purchasing a product, how will a consumer decide whether to purchase a product or no? What is his buying decision process? Means first he will recognize a problem, which is problem recognition, where every one of us, each one of us will purchase any product to solve a particular problem in our life. We did a small exercise in the class, right? You guys gave the name of a product and we tried to explore what was the problem you tried to solve by using that product, isn't it? We did that small activity in the class, no? So that is where we can understand that every individual purchases a product to solve a problem that he is facing in his life. If you are purchasing a spectacle, you are facing some problem with your vision, so you are purchasing. If you are purchasing a pen, you have a problem. You don't have any instrument to write what is your thought, so you are purchasing a pen. So any product that you purchase, you are purchasing it to solve one or the other problem in your life. So every consumer, his buying decision process starts from identifying or recognizing one of the problems in his life. As soon as he recognizes a problem, what does he do next? You don't remember? Yes, he will start searching for information. How can I solve this problem? What are the products that are there in the market which will help me to solve my problem? What are the different varieties of products available in the market which will help me to solve my problem? He will start searching for information. Once he gets all the information from the market, ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ, ಏನೇನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ he identifies, once he gets all the information from the market, what will he do? He will start evaluation of alternatives. Very good. So when you have all these different solutions in front of you, it becomes your instinct or responsibility that you have to evaluate in order to purchase the best alternative solution. Right? You have some problem, say for example, you have not been to any tour or picnic for a long time, you are experiencing a lot of boredom in your life, so that is one problem that you have identified. Now you want to search for solutions. So when you do the information search, you will get to know that there are many ways to overcome your boredom. Many ways are like you can do sketch art, you can do painting, you can do dancing, you can do singing, you can go out for a trip with your friends, you can go out for a trip with your family. So many different information you got. Now you decided, okay, let me go out for a trip with my friends. Now again information search, you will get many alternatives. Where should I go? Many different places. So in that different places you will start what? Evaluating all the alternatives that you have. You will start evaluating which is the place that I can afford to go, which is the place I can go and come and I have enough money to spend to go to this particular place, which is the place my parents will allow, which is the place my friends also will join me. So all these things you will check and evaluate. After evaluating with all the alternatives, what will you do? You will make a decision to purchase a particular product. In this case, in the example that we took, you will decide which particular place to go. Right? If you have decided that let me go to this particular place, okay fine, I will go to Gokarna, you decided. So you are purchasing what product here? What is the product? If you are going for a trip, what is the product? The experience itself is the product, no? You are going and coming, the traveling agencies, what do they do? That is the product you are purchasing, no? Right? So if you take an example of your eyeglasses also, that is what holds good over here. You have a problem, you can't see well, you search for information, what are the different alternatives available. You got to know that I can get my vision corrected in a local stores, right? Like if I go to Nima Optical, my vision gets corrected. If I go to some other Balaji Opticals, my vision gets corrected. If I go to Titan Eye Plus, my vision gets corrected. If I go to Lenskart, my vision gets corrected. No, you have so many alternatives. You will evaluate which one is best for me, which one has a good offer, which one will check your eyesight properly and give you a right product. Anta you will evaluate. Then you will decide, okay, let me go to Lenskart to get my eye gear. So that is where purchase decision happens. After you decide to purchase, what will you do? You will purchase it, obviously. Once you decide to purchase, what is the next step? You will purchase. After purchasing, post-purchase evaluation. After purchasing, you will evaluate it or no? Asking to your friends, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಿನ್ನ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಏನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟು, ನೀನು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಂಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಾ, ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅದು ಮುರಿದೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ರೀಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾರಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನವರೆಗೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಜೆನ್ಯೂನಾ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಾ, ಅವರು ಬ್ಲೂರೇ ಎಮಿಷನ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಶಾಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಲೈಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಗ್ಲಾಸಿಂದ ಆಚೆ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಜಾನಾ? ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಎವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ನೋ? ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಸಿಷನ್ process. Identify problem or recognize problem, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, purchase, post-purchase evaluation. This is consumer buying decision process. Going to the next slide, what is buyer's black box? Here you have three stages. One is the environment, the other one is the buyer's black box, and the other one is the buyer's response. So you have one science terminology called response to stimuli, where whatever happens in the environment is the stimuli that you get. By looking at that, whatever response you give is the response. However you react is your response. We took the example of two people traveling by bike on the other day. If your neighbor is passing by a bike, what is that? Your neighbor passing by a bike, that is the stimuli in the environment. Looking at that, how will you respond? You will feel like, okay, my neighbor is passing by. You will, maybe you would even ignore that person passing by. In the same way, if Yash passes by on a bike beside you, as soon as you see him, how will you respond? Obviously, you will be overwhelmed to see that guy passing by you, because he is a celebrity, right? You might go for taking a selfie, you might go for recording a video of that guy passing. Neighbor pass, no, right? So based on the stimuli that you get from the environment, your response will be decided. What kind of stimuli you get, like that you respond. If you are getting a good stimuli, your response will be good. If you are getting a bad stimuli from the environment, your response will be bad. If you are getting a neutral stimuli from the environment, your response will be neutral. Correct? So what happens in the buyer's black box? Looking at this stimuli, you respond. So in between the stimuli that you see and your response, something happens in your mind. You think a few things in your mind. So that thought process happens in your mind, and that is called as buyer's black box. Okay? Let's see. So in the environment, the marketing stimuli are product, price, place and promotion. As soon as you look at the product, you will feel something. Right? So here product is, what is product? It is the stimuli. Whatever you feel by looking at that product happens in the buyer's black box. And how you respond towards that product. If you feel like, I have to purchase this product, that is the response that you are giving. If you feel I should not purchase this product, this is not good, that is the response you are giving. If the product is strong, your black box makes you to react in a particular way, and your reaction also will be in a positive way. If price, by looking at the price also you decide whether to purchase a product or not to purchase a product. Price is the stimuli. Whatever you think in your mind about that price is the buyer's black box. And whatever you respond, whether to purchase it or not to purchase it, if you feel the price is good, price is bad, price is costly enough, price is economical enough, all these things are the responses that you are giving to price. Right? So like that, even place also, promotion also. And even the environmental forces like demographic environment, so economic environment, social environment, all these environments around us are the stimuli. By looking at those environments, you will think something in your mind, some process happens in your mind, a long thought process happens in your mind within a short span of time. That is called as buyer's black box, which is not visible. And then according to the thought process that you had, you will respond in a particular way. That is called the buyer's response. This entire model you call it as buyer's black box. Clear? And factors affecting consumer buying behavior. Which are the different forces that will affect any consumer's buying behavior? Right? If a consumer is feeling good about a product, what are the factors that are affecting? If the consumer is having bad impression about the product, what are the factors that are affecting? Yav factors mele avun behavior form agutte. That is the factors affecting consumer buying behavior. So first, cultural factors. All the cultural things that come around a human being or a buyer will be affecting his buying behavior. Based on his culture, he will be behaving in a certain way while purchasing a product. Based on the society, his behavior will be decided. Based on his personal attributes, his behavior will be decided. And based on his psychological attributes, his behavior will be decided. These are the four major factors that are influencing consumer buying behavior. So in culture, what do we have? The culture itself and the subculture and social class. Right? What culture do you belong to? What subculture do you belong to? What social class do you belong to? Are you belonging to the upper class of the society, lower class of the society, lower class of the society, which social class do you belong to. So all these things will be denoting the culture, and this culture will be affecting the way you behave. If you are coming from a very traditional culture, your behavior also will be in a traditional way. You would not accept any new things suddenly. If you are coming from a culture, very educated kind of a culture, very sensible kind of a culture, your openness towards new products will be in a different way. Correct or no? So that is where culture is one of the factors that will be affecting consumer buying behavior. Talking about social reference groups. If you want to purchase any product, if you have recognized a problem in your life, you want to search for information, whom do you go for? You will go for the reference groups, no? You will go for your friends, peers, your colleagues to ask, I have thought of purchasing a particular product, what is your opinion? Their opinion will be influencing on your behavior, correct or no? If many of your friends say, no, that product is not good, now obviously your attitude towards that product, your behavior towards that product also keeps changing, no? If all your friends or reference groups keep saying that, yeah, this is really a nice product, I have purchased it, I have used it for 5 years, it is still on, it is a really awesome product ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, your attitude and behaviors towards that product keeps changing once again, right? So that is where reference groups also will affect the consumer buying behavior. Family, your family will affect your buying behavior, no? You might be thinking of buying something, once you go and ask your family members, or once you go and talk to your family members, your entire thought process becomes upside down and your behavior towards purchasing that product completely changes, right? So your family also influences your buying behavior. And roles and status. What role do you play in the society? What status do you maintain in the society? That will also be influencing the consumer buying behavior. If you are playing a very sensible role in the society, the way I told you, right, the way a doctor purchases is different from the way regular labor purchases any product. So why is their behavior different? One doctor one product na purchase ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ different ಆಗಿ behave ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದು ಲೇಬರ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ different ಆಗಿ behave ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ because of the role and status in the society. The role that they play in the society, the status that they carry in the society differs. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರ their behavior while purchasing the product also differs. Correct? So roles and status also influences or affects consumer buying behavior. Talking about personal age and life cycle stage, in what age you are, what life cycle stage you are will be affecting the behavior of yours while purchasing a product. And your occupation will be affecting your behavior while purchasing the product. As just now I told you, a laborer and a doctor. So their occupation decides your behavior towards different products. A doctor, when he sees a stethoscope in the market, he might take it, try it, or you might even at least analyze it, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. If a laborer sees a stethoscope, ಅವನು ಕೇರ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. So both of them looking at the same product, but doctor's behavior is different, laborer's behavior is different because of their occupation. Correct? Economic situation, if you are economically highly stable, then your behavior is different. If you are economically weak, your behavior is different towards products. And lifestyle, your lifestyle also decides how you behave, no? While purchasing a product. If you are having one kind of lifestyle, your likingness towards a product will be different, your attitude towards a product will be different. I told you, in your lifestyle, if you have cultivated a habit of reading a book every day morning, at least 2 pages morning ಓದಿ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮಲಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು 2 pages ಓದಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅಂತ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಯುವರ್ behavior while buying a book will be different. If you have not maintained that lifestyle, your behavior while buying a book will be different, right? So that itself will tell us your lifestyle will be affecting your buying behavior, no? And talking about your personality, what kind of a person are you? If you are an arrogant person, your behavior will be different. If you are a soft going, smooth going person, your behavior towards purchasing a product will be different. If you are very pampering and caring kind of a person, your behavior while purchasing a product will be different. So what is your personality will be affecting your buying behavior. Talking about your psychological aspects, how much motivated are you will be deciding how will you behave while purchasing a product, and how are you perceiving the environment around you. What is your perception level? Perception ಅಂದರೆ your point of view. What is your point of view towards something in the market? So based on your perception, your behavior will be getting decided. And based on learning, how quick learner are you? Are you a quick grasping person? Are you a slow learner? Are you a learner or not a learner? So these things also will be deciding your buying behavior. If you are a learner, quick learner, any technological product you would love to use. If you are a very slow learner, automatically what happens? Adella product namgalla antandbidutte. You might have seen your grandfathers at home. They usually are reluctant towards purchasing a mobile phone. Hey, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೇನಪ್ಪ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪು ಅವು ಬಂದರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ they are slow learners. It becomes very difficult for them to learn a technology. But when it comes to you, ನೀವು ಮದರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಗಾ ಪಿಕ್ಸೆಲ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ರೈಟ್, ಅದು ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ರ್ಯಾಮ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಗೇಮಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಗೇಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಗ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ. So many things you see while purchasing. See, look at your behavior because you are a fast learner. ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಟಕ್ಕಂತ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೀನು. So your learning ability also decides your behavior, no, while purchasing a product, right? And next, your beliefs and attitudes. Whatever you believe, whatever attitude you carry, that will also be affecting your buying behavior. Clear with this slide? Yes. So all these things are the factors affecting consumer buying behavior. Next, going further, we will discuss what is market segmentation. So what is this market segmentation? Market segmentation is a process in which groups of buyers within a market are divided and profiled according to range of different variables which determine the market characteristics and tendencies of whom? Tendencies of consumer, tendencies of the market, right? So you are dividing all the people in a particular market, on the entire market na tagondu adralliruvanta ella janranna based on different variables, different factors, you are categorizing them, you are dividing them. This process is called as market segmentation. So segmentation comprises identifying the market to be segmented, identification, selection and application of bases to be used in that segmentation, and development of profiles. So marketing segmentation alli 3 steps bartade. First you will identify what are the different bases on which I can divide the market. You will select which market I should divide. How do I divide the market? On what base should I divide the market in the segmentation? And after you divide the market, you will be developing profiles of every different segment, every different part that you have divided. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿನ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲ್ಸ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. This process is market segmentation, right? Next, after segmenting, what do? You targeting, which is a process of identifying the most attractive segment. You have divided the market into different pieces and now you have to check which is that a piece of the market, which is that segment of the market which is really potential to purchase my product, which is really ready to purchase my product. So that particular piece of the market, that particular segment of the market you will target. That is called as targeting. And next you have positioning. That is the final process. After targeting a particular market, particular piece of the market, you will start positioning your product in the minds of those people. As soon as you say a product name, they should get an image in their mind. Like that you will start promoting your product, you will start advertising your product, and you will start positioning your product's image in their mind, right? Altogether this is a process of STP, segmentation, targeting and positioning. Talking about the features of segment, every segment, how should a segment be? Means every segment should be measurable, right? Measurability should be there. Every segment should be measurable. It should not be infinite. It should be a finite piece of the market, finite segment of the market. And it should be accessible. You should be able to reach to your target market. You should be able to reach to your segments. So it should be accessible. And it should be sustainable. Your market should not be a short-term hype. It should be sustainable. If you are choosing one market for doing business, that market should be giving you business for a long period of time. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು 10 ವರ್ಷ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ತಲೆನೂ ಹಾಕಿ ಮಲ್ಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ that is a very weak market. It is not sustainable. So you should search for a market which is actually sustainable, right? And which is actionable. You should be able to bring your segment into action. If you should be able to work hands-on your segment, it should be actionable. You choose a segment and you try to give a product to that segment, and that segment is not at all accepting your product, or you are not at all able to take your product till them, then it is not actionable, no? Actionability itself is not there. So if you want to ensure that your segment should be good enough, these features should be there in that segment. So what are those features? It should be of having measurability, it should be having accessibility, it should be having sustainability, and it should be having actionability, right? And the next big slide that we have, so this is about the basis for market segmentation. Based on what will you divide the market? Based on what all things you can divide the entire market into different pieces. So when you are segmenting, you can segment it demographically, you can segment it geographically, you can segment it psychographically, and you can segment it behaviorally. Correct? By keeping the behavior of the people in the mind, you can segment, you can divide the market. By keeping the psychology of the people in the mind, you can divide the market. By keeping the geographical area in mind, you can divide the market. And by keeping the demographical factors in mind, you can divide the market. What all comes under demography? The age of the people. Based on age, you can divide the market. Elders, youngers, kids, infants, you can divide the market based on age. You can divide the market based on gender. You can divide the market based on the occupation that they do. You can divide the market based on the socio-economic status that they are maintaining. You can divide the market based on their marital status, whether they are married, unmarried, divorced, whatever, right? You can divide the market based on the family life stage. Family life stage. In which stage are they in their family? Are they in the giving stage, or are they in the taking stage, or are they infant stage? In which stage are they in their family? That you will be using to divide the market. What is the family size? Based on that you can divide the market. All the people who are in the joint family, one segment. All the people who are in nuclear family, another segment. So for nuclear family people, you can launch a product. For the joint family people, you can launch another product. So like that, you can divide the market based on the family size also. Right. And you can divide the market based on the income level of the people. High income earning people, low income earning people, medium income earning people, right? You can divide the market based on their educational level. Highly educated people, semi-literates, illiterates, literates, highly literates. You can divide based on their education level also. You can divide the market based on the home ownership also. How many people are there who are in the market? If you want to divide the market, all the people who are having their own house is one segment. All the people who are staying in a rented house is another segment. You can really think of many different products which are targeted for people in rented house. You can think of many products which are targeted towards people who are staying in own house. There are products like that. So you can divide the market based on home ownership also. You can even divide the market based on the ethnicity. You can even divide the market based on religion also. Correct or no? Right? All these things are divisions or segmentation of the market, which is done based on demography, number of people belonging to some religion, number of people with a particular education, number of people who are married, number of people who are unmarried, number of people who are doctors, number of people who are engineers. So wherever we talk about number of people, it is demographic. Talking about next, geographic segmentation. Based on country you can divide, right? India, my market is India. I want to launch my product in India. Now my market is Saudi Arabia. I want to launch my product in Saudi Arabia. So that's how you can divide the market, right? So market segmentation can be done based on country. Market segmentation can be done based on different regions within a country. You might have heard, right? North zone, south zone, east zone, west zone, antala helತಾರೆ. That is based on dividing a market based on the region. within the country. And dividing the market based on population density. For a given area, what is the thickness of the population? For a given area, what is the density of the population? That is called as population density. Based on that also you can divide the market. We took the example of Bangalore Road and some extension area, right? Where do you have more population density? In the market area. Because within a given area, 1 kilometer area ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಆ 1 kilometer ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದರ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ 1 kilometer ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್? ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್, ನೋ? And based on city or town size, what is the size of your city, what is the size of your town, based on that also you can divide the market. For all the small towns one product, for all the big towns one product, like that you can divide the market, no? And climatic zone, based on different climate you can divide the market. Heavy rainfall area, heavy winter area, heavy summer area, based on climate also you can keep dividing the market. And talking about the psychographic segmentation, your activities that you do on a regular basis, based on that also you can segment the market. Based on your interests you can divide the market. All the people who are interested in reading, I can extend a book as a product. All the people who are not interested in reading, I should not take a book in front of them. So that's how your interest also can be used for dividing the market. Your opinions can be used for dividing the market. Based on your opinions I can divide the market. And based on leisure time spending pattern, at your free time how do you spend time, based on that also I can divide the market, right? And make use of the divisions, make use of the segmentations. Talking about behavioral usage occasion, so in what occasion how do you use a particular product, based on that I can divide the market, no? Usually during festival seasons sweets get sold more, so all the people who celebrate this particular festival, I am dividing the market according to that, and I am launching a product for all the people who are celebrating this festival, because their behavior during a particular occasion will be different. So I can divide the market based on the behavior of the people during different occasions. I can divide the market based on the behavior of the people during different benefits that they are seeking, or keeping different benefits that they are expecting in mind. Few people will be expecting a few benefits. Based on the expectations their behavior depends, and based on their behavior I can divide the market. High expectation people one side, low expectation people another side. Like that I can divide the market based on benefits that they are expecting from the product. I can divide the market based on the user status. Is this person a first time user of the product? All the first time users into one category, one group. All the people who are frequent users of a product, another group. All the people who are, say, rare users of this product, another group. So for every group I can decide on different strategies to reach them, right? So that is based on user status. And usage rate, frequency of usage. If a person is using a particular product very frequently, that is one group. If a person is using a product very very rare, if he uses it today, again some other after a few months he will once again open that product. So such kind of a people, you call them as usage rate. On what rate are they using the product? Is it very very frequently, or very very less frequently, or very very occasionally? So usage rate, based on that also I can divide the market. Based on buyer readiness, all the people who are ready to purchase a product, one category. All the people who are thinking of purchasing a product, another category. All the people who are not at all ready to purchase the product, another category. So I divided the market based on 3 categories now. So that is called as buyer readiness. And you can divide the market based on attitude towards the product. All the people who are carrying good attitude, all the people who are carrying bad attitude. So based on attitude also you can segment the market. Based on adopter status, are you a person who adopts to new products very soon, or are you a person who adopts to a new product very very late? I told you, early adopters, imitators, late adopters, laggards. So these are the different people who come in this adopter status. Early adopters, market ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೊಸ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ they want to purchase it, experiment and see. Imitators after the early adopters purchase the product, these people will see, okay, ನೀನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆನಾ ಅಂತ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Late adopters, after everybody in the market have used the product, these people will come and purchase. Because they are a safe game players. They don't want to experiment anything new. So based on this also we can divide the market, no? Yes. So these are different bases for market segmentation. Next slide talks about advantages of market segmentation. Why is market segmentation advantageous? What are the advantages of dividing the market into different pieces? The first thing is it will help us in determining different opportunities in the market. If you divide the market into different pieces, you will get to know what are the different kinds of people that are there in the market. By studying them, you will get to know, okay, there is an opportunity for me to do business over there. So it will help you to identify or determine opportunities in the market. That is one advantage. Another advantage of market segmentation is it will help you to adjust your marketing appeals or market appeals. How are you approaching the market? That style of approaching the market, you can decide it or design it based on your segment, based on the nature of your segment, based on the nature of the target market that you have chosen, right? That is another advantage. Another advantage is developing a marketing program. How should I do entire marketing program for my segment? And to decide that, segmentation will help you. If you are doing market segmentation, you will be able to develop the entire marketing program for your segment. If you are doing marketing segmentation, it will help you to design a product which is really apt for the target market that you have chosen. ನೀನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪೀಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪೀಸಸ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ತೊಗೊತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡಿವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಏಜ್ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಚೂಸಿಂಗ್ kids as your target customers, so the design of your product will be different. If you are choosing adults as your product, your customers, the design of the product will be different, right? So based on market segmentation, you can design a product which will be apt to your segment. So that is another advantage. Another advantage of market segmentation is you can select the right media to reach them. Correct? If you are choosing youth, what is the right media to reach them? Social media, mobile phones. If you are choosing 60 plus people, 60 plus age group people, newspapers can be a right medium to reach them. If you are choosing housewives, television, especially serials, are the right medium to reach them, right? So based on your market segmentation, advantage is you will be able to select the right media to reach your customers. If you are doing market segmentation, you will be able to choose what is the right time to reach my target customers. What is the right time to reach them? What is the right time to do all my marketing efforts? That you will be able to decide. If you are doing market segmentation, another advantage is you can make use of the resources efficiently. You can make use of the resources efficiently by doing market segmentation. By doing market segmentation, you can give better service to the customers because you have segmented the market, you have divided the market, you know the different types of consumers in the market, so obviously you can develop a good customer service to them. So that is an advantage. And it helps in fixing the prices. High income level people, low income level people, medium income level people. I have divided the market based on their income. So is it not helping me to fix the prices accordingly? So market segmentation's advantage is it will help me to fix the prices also. Another advantage is it will help me to assist in distribution strategies. How do I distribute my product to my segments? If I am choosing country as the basis of my segmentation and I am choosing all the people of Dubai as my customers, how do I distribute my product? Obviously I have to export. If I am choosing some rural area as my customers, as my segment within India, one small remote rural area ನಾನು choose ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಅಂದರೆ, how do I distribute my product? I should take help of all the road transportation and then I should ensure that my product is reaching them, correct? So my distribution strategy depends on the market segmentation. So that is where if you do proper market segmentation, you can design your distribution strategies effectively. That is an advantage. Okay? And next we have target marketing strategy. What is target marketing? Once the segments are identified, once you divide all the market into different pieces, you will have to choose one or two apt segments where you will be doing your business. So that is your target market, right? And target market enables the market and sales teams to customize their message to targeted groups of consumers in a focused manner. So if your target market is strong enough, it will help you to decide, how do I reach my target market? How do I convey my message to my target market? That will be very easy for you if you are having an effective target market. The targeting strategy is where the marketing mix comes together to create the right offer and marketing approach for each target segment. Right? This is a strategy where you will be deciding your marketing mix properly. Marketing mix consists of what all things? Yes, all the 4 P's including the 3 extra P's that are added. 7 P's. You will be able to design them or tune them up properly according to your target market. If you are doing a good target market, if you are having a good target marketing strategy. Some of the common target marketing strategies are mass marketing strategy, where you are targeting everybody and everywhere. You are planning to reach to the overall masses in the market. You don't have a proper focus over there. Everyone in the market is your segment, right? Salt can be a good example for such kind of a strategy. They sell salt to everyone in the market. High income, high age, low age, high social status, low social status, whichever occupation it is, whichever role and status in the society they maintain, whatever behavior they have, whatever attitude they have, they purchase salt, no? So that is mass marketing strategy. Next, differentiated market. Here, for every different segment, your strategy will be different. We took the example of Horlicks. Horlicks have a different strategy to sell their product to women. Horlicks has a different strategy to sell their product to kids. Horlicks has a different strategy to sell their product to adults. Right? So that is how it is called as differentiated marketing, where multi-segment marketing is happening. For every segment, you are doing a different kind of marketing. And you are having multi-segments, not only one segment. More than one segments you are targeting. That is another targeting strategy. Next is niche marketing or undifferentiated marketing. What is niche marketing? You don't have multi-segments over here. You are selecting only one segment. Your focus is on completely on only one segment. And you are trying to reach only to that particular segment. So that is called as niche marketing. We took the example of these cars, no? Rolls-Royce car, Aston Martin car. What is their segment? High income level and upper class in the society. They never even think of selling it to the middle class and the lower class people. So they are very, very focused in their marketing strategy. Right? Iga sugar tablets or insulin injection. Very, very concentrated. Yaar mele focus ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ? People who have sugar. Diabetes. People who have diabetes, only for them the product is focused. So that is niche marketing. When the product is focused to only one segment, that is niche marketing. And micro marketing, based on every individual, you will decide, you will keep changing your marketing strategy. Usually during exhibitions or fairs, you may find this. ನೀನು ಹೋದಾಗ ಅವ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡ್ಯಾಡಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅವ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ವೆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮಾಮ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಹಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೇ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಕೇಸ್, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್, ದೇರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ way of marketing keeps changing. So that is micro marketing. So individual customers are localized micro segments. They concentrate very, very localized markets. Right? That is micro marketing. Market positioning, what is this? How are you trying to create an image of your product in the minds of the customer? How are you trying to build a perception about a particular product in the minds of the customer? So that is market positioning. Market positioning refers to the process of establishing an image or identity of a brand or product so that consumers perceive it in a certain way. You are trying to do perception building activity. As soon as you see the product, ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಥರ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಆ ಥರ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಜ್ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನಿಂಗ್. They are trying to create an identity in your mind about a particular product or service. That is market positioning. Positioning strategies are using product characteristics or consumer benefits. Few products are there which will show the characteristics of the product and try to position the product. Few products will show their benefits that they get by using the product and try to position the product in their mind. Few products show the pricing as the highlight and they try to position the product in their mind, right? Feviquick, 5 rupees, takkanta bandbidutade. So that's how they try to position the product in your mind according to the price. And few products they try to position based on the use and application, how you have to use the product, how do you apply the product. We took the example of this Oreo biscuits, no? How have they positioned? As soon as you listen or hear this Oreo, open it, lick out the cream and then dip it into the coffee or tea or milk and then eat it. So that is how they are showing how to use it. Pour, rub, pour. That is also a good example of positioning strategy based on the usage and application of the product. And positioning strategy based on product process, how the product is produced, showing that they position the product. We took the example of this Hershey's chocolates, right? They show the entire process of production. A chocolate on the machine in the machine jump agi bando last on the ribbon katkondo ache bartade. So as soon as you see this product Hershey's chocolate, the entire process comes to your mind. So that is where they are using this strategy based on product process. Positioning strategy based on product class. What kind of class the product does belong to? Based on that, they position the product. As soon as you look at a particular product, you feel that if I purchase this product, I will be treated as an upper class person in the society. Usually Apple company does this, product class positioning. I tell no, why do people take selfies from Apple phone using their back camera? Have you observed it? Why do they do that? They want to show that I have an Apple phone. Back camera in the mirror munde nitkondu selfie takondre aa logo kaanisutte and they feel class apart. Any other phone, maamul selfie camera itkontare, present filter haktare tagidare, but if it is Apple phone, back camera in front of mirror. That's how you take your pic. Why? Because the product positioning strategy is based on the product class. They want to say that this is a different class product. Right? Talking about another strategy based on cultural symbols. There are many products which position the product based on the cultural symbols. Om anta symbol haki product na madodu athwa ಒಂದು moon and star symbol haki product na propagate madodu athwa marketing madodu. So they try to position the product based on cultural symbols. They try to position the products based on competitors. We told how two competitors quarrel with each other in their promotional activities and positioning activities. So that they ensure that as soon as you see the product, you should remember their competitor and you should feel that more than them, these people are good. ಆ ಥರ positioning ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Right? That is where positioning strategy based on competitors. They look at the competitor, what are they doing? Okay, based on that they decide what should I do. Right? And steps in STP, you have market segmentation first step, where you are dividing the entire market into different pieces. Second step is targeting, where you are choosing which is that market that I have to sell my product into. That is your target market. Third one is positioning, where you are designing how should I create my image in the minds of the people that I have targeted. That is positioning. Right? Last topic, marketing mix. So what is this marketing mix? It consists of, it is about putting the right product or combination in a right place, in a right time and at a right price. You are deciding what should my product be, how should I promote my product, what should the price of my product be, and where should my product be available. Product, price, place, promotion. You are deciding on all these things. This is called as marketing mix. It is a difficult part in marketing. The most difficult part in marketing mix is doing this very well, because usually if we concentrate more on product, we fail in promotion. If you concentrate more on promotion, you fail in the pricing strategy. So doing all these things well is the challenging part in marketing mix. The 4 P's are product, price, place and promotion. Product talks about whatever device, idea, service, whatever thing you are offering in order to solve any problem of a person, that is a product. The way you design the product makes you unique in the market, brings you more sales in the market. And talking about price, what is the amount that you are fixing in order to collect in exchange of the product. And place is the place where you are ensuring your product is available. Where are you ensuring that the person can purchase your product from? Is it online? Is it offline? If it is offline, is it from a retail outlet? Is it from a supermarket? Is it from a mall? Is it from the footpath? Where are you distributing your product? From where your customers can purchase your product? That is place. Promotion, how are you promoting your product? How are you advertising your product? How are you increasing the sales of your product? Right? How are you doing this direct marketing? All different forms of marketing, how are you going to promote the product? So that is another important P of marketing mix. 3 more P's are added to this, that is people, process and physical evidence. People, why is it added? Because without people you can't even imagine a market. What does a market consist of? People. Who are they? Buyers and sellers. Without these people, will a market even exist? No. So people becomes another very, very important part of marketing mix. So you have to understand people very well in order to make good business. The process. What is the process that you are carrying out in your organization in the entire process of your marketing? Entire marketing, what is the process that you are carrying out? That is also very important, because if the process gets disrupted in any one point, the entire business will be at halt. Right? I usually give this small funny example where, if imagine there are 3 people, all the 3 people are assigned with one task. First person will be digging a hole, second person will be keeping a plant, third person will be closing the hole and putting water. In this process, if the second person is absent, if first and third person are doing their job very sincerely, will it matter anything? He is digging a hole, the third person is putting it back and watering it. What is the fun in doing that? That is where process becomes very important. If any one point in the process gets disrupted, the entire game is gone. Right? So that is where in marketing, process is also very important. And physical evidence. What is the physical evidence that you are giving to the product or service? What is the evidence that you are giving to the product or service? In the service industry, there should be physical evidence that the service was delivered. Right? Physical evidence pertains to also to how a business and its products are perceived in the marketplace. Are they perceiving a product of a good quality product or bad quality product? Get decided by the physical evidence that they are giving. If the people are telling, or the marketing people are telling that if you purchase this product 5 years vargu tale kedskodo avashyakata illa sir, 5 years guarantee kodtini nanu antandre, that is the evidence that he is giving. If you purchase the product 5 years vargu, it is my evidence, that is the proof that he is giving that it will work for 5 years, the quality is good, the product is durable anta helake. If you are talking about service, evidence should be given that the service is really worth it. If I take this service, it is going to benefit me, and the people need some evidence. Right? So that is another important factor in marketing mix. All these 7 P's become very, very important. Let's repeat those 7 P's. Product, price, place, promotion, people, process and physical evidence. Very important part of marketing. Without these 7 P's, you can't even imagine the subject of marketing. Clear? So this ends your second part. Thank you.